Admiral's Log, October 3rd, 1904. In the wake of autumn's arrival, the Russian Navy stands at a crossroads, navigating through the turbulent waters of political stratagems and military confrontations. The decision to instigate hostilities with Austria-Hungary, a bold and perilous maneuver, has indeed yielded the desired outcome, an increase in our naval budget, breathing life into the partially withered branches of our fleet. Our recent naval engagement in the Adriatic Sea, where a small but fiercely determined task force of 5 Russian ships descended upon Austro-Hungarian waters, has proven to be a masterstroke. The sinking of 19 light cruisers within a stone's throw of their homeland has delivered a crippling blow to Austro-Hungarian morale, casting a long shadow over their naval ambitions. However, this victory at sea is marred by unsettling developments on land. The successful invasion and occupation of Ukrainian territory by Austro-Hungarian forces is a bitter pill to swallow. Though this territorial loss falls under the domain of the Russian army, it exposes a glaring vulnerability within our nation's defenses. The loss of Ukraine, a region so integral to the fabric of our motherland, is a wound that cuts deep, both strategically and emotionally. As Admiral of the Russian Navy, I find myself in a precarious position. The bolstering of our naval capabilities is a testament to our adaptability and resilience, yet the loss of Ukraine serves as a stark reminder of the multifaceted nature of warfare. The battlefield is not merely confined to the high seas, but spans the length and breadth of our vast country. In this hour, my duty as the guardian of Russia's maritime might has never been more critical. The Russian Navy, once on the brink of obsolescence, now stands rejuvenated, ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. Yet, the invasion of Ukraine looms over us, a somber reminder of the continuous threats that encircle our beloved motherland. The path ahead is fraught with uncertainty, and the balance between land and sea power has never been more delicate. In these times of upheaval, my commitment to our naval supremacy is unwavering, but the need for a unified and robust national defense strategy has never been clearer. As we sail into uncharted waters, the Russian Navy must not only be a symbol of strength, but also a beacon of hope for our nation.
Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 6. We start this one off where we left off episode 5, a meeting in the Sea of Japan. This is a serious task force of Austro-Hungarian warships. It is heavy cruisers for days, and then a couple of torpedo boats to top it all off. Now, are these guys a threat? I would say yes. They have 9.5-inch guns, just the 4 of them. Normally, I would not consider that too big of a threat. However, if there is this many of them, that does become a sizable threat. It also means that there's a lot of points to be had. Now, my force is going to be led by the battleship Chesma, which is, I think, one of my last 2 battleships at the moment, armed with 11-inch guns. And then we have a couple of the new cruisers, the Archangel class. These are only sporting 8-inchers. They are very heavily armored. They're not particularly quick, but then again, neither are these. Mine do 19 knots, theirs only do 15. We're going to find out if my battleship can take out a lot of these guys before they get too close, or if we're going to have to prepare some alternative measures, i.e. torpedoes. The sea state for this particular battle is absolutely horrible. Chesma, which is a 19,000-ton battleship, bobs up and down like nobody's business. And when you look at the accuracy, we're looking at gale winds, which is almost minus 30%, and then another 55% penalty for the rough sea waves. I'm not sure if we'll be able to find the enemy, let alone once we found them, actually be able to hit them. That is going to be a challenge and a half. Let's at least make warship management as easy as possible by using only a couple of divisions. Chesma is going to be alone. We're going to have the heavy cruisers. We're going to have the light cruisers and the DDs, and then another group of DDs. Let's see about these new cruisers. This is the America. It is one of the new heavy cruisers, armed with only 8-inch guns, a bunch of 3-inchers, and dual barrel, pretty much. I'm trying to get this into view. Dual barrel torpedo launchers. It has one on the port side bow, and it has one on the starboard side bow. So if you point the America, in this case, directly at the target, you should be able to poop out 2 torpedoes, which arguably would cause destructive events to most ships. Whether that'll work here, I don't know. Now, Chasma has been detected. We're not facing light cruisers. We are not facing, well, torpedo boat. Well, we're not facing DDs. So none of the parties can have smoke screens. There's the enemy. There is the enemy. It's the Zvonki that has visual on them. I know that these guys are packing a lot of secondaries. These are packing 12 4-inch guns, which is not fun. Hopefully, they're not going to be that accurate in this weather. But it's not exactly something I can really rely upon. My torpedoes have only a range of 1 kilometer, so it's really, really light. Ideally, of course, I would just let the battleship do the talking and start wrecking these things. Whether Chesma is able to hit anything in this weather, I have no idea. Because when it comes to rough sea waves, we're looking at a debuff of 101%. Stormy weather, -45. Gale, -28. I have no idea if we'll actually be able to hit anything. Let's make it worse for them by adding a smokescreen. Because why not? Battleship. It has an accuracy of 0. That is horrible. I don't know. Let's target this one. Yeah, they too are suffering from disastrous levels of accuracy. They also pretty much look like a merchantman. I guess so do mine. But it's a bit weird. What's their armor like? What? That's your armor? Wait, what? Huh? When you look at their armor scheme, they basically are merchantmen. This changes the whole deal. This changes the whole deal, because it means that even my destroyers with armor piercing can sink these things. That is interesting. That is interesting. Bulkheads, maximum. Standard quarters. We're looking at anti-torp 2, single hull bottoms, anti-flood 1. Trained crews. Mine, thankfully, are also trained. Because I pumped a lot of funding into crew training. Now let's see if it'll... That was a 1.3. Causing flooding. Oh, that's hilarious. A 1.3-inch gun is causing flooding. I might have been on the torpedo boat. Nevertheless, the torpedo boats are pretty much as heavily armed as their heavy cruisers. Oh my god. What is this? And why did you send out 16 million? You can get 3 of these for... Oh. No, actually. Mine are cheaper. Wow. Okay. I don't know what's going on anymore. We're getting some accuracy here, about 4% with the 4-inch guns. I wouldn't be surprised that we might be able to just eradicate this whole battle group. Because their accuracy sucks. And so does their armor. So if it is at all possible to just hit them a couple times, they're going to start taking so much damage. So quick. Load everything with armor piercing. Because we'll just... Well, we'll either overpen them, or we'll do a ton of damage. And what's more, their ships don't even have armor. Oh, sorry, they don't have torpedoes. So those 9-inchers are really the only threat. And at this range, either they'll not hit, or they'll not likely cause damage against Chesma. Oh boy. 800 meters. We have absolutely no accuracy. See, these guys are arguably more dangerous, the torpedo boats, because they actually carry torpedoes. Oh, they're a low fuel? Oh, that's going to make it better. What the hell? I don't want to split my divisions too much. I.e., I'm going to keep them fairly close together. Oh, this is annoying. This is going to turn into a mess. Fine. Wars are often messy. Yeah, this is going to take me a while. Let's sink as many of these as possible and try and get as many victory points as possible, because we need to get back at the Austro-Hungarians. They took a very, very important province of us, economically, and I want it back. I don't think I'll be getting it back, but if I just really make life difficult for them and cost them a ton of victory points, perhaps it'll be able to, well, to demand it as a war reparation. These things are actually sturdier than I'd expected. They're taking flooding, yes, and they're pretty adept at removing said flooding. What's your top speed? These low fuel TBs. 13 knots. So even my battleship in a storm is faster. Interesting. There's the damage that I'm looking for. We've only taken out one heavy. Well, not even. Ooh, out with a bang. Out with a bang. Next. The rest of the fleet's over here. You are following this one. Moskvitchinen. Okay, and here we have the other heavies. I'm just going to merge the heavy groups. I want to make it a little easier to manage. We're going to tell these guys to follow the battleship. So I basically only have to control the battleship and this division. And hopefully that will mean that I don't have to do as much micro. As long as these guys don't throw torps at me, which is a very real risk when it comes to the Anaconda over here, which is only 400 meters out. Really, really close. Let's see if I can throw torps back. I kind of doubt it, because I haven't had the best luck with torpedoes. Look at the angle on this thing. Why are you not dead? I.e. sunk. Torpedo away. Watch the torpedo boat over here suddenly leap into action and go, holy shit, I'm under fire. I'm in danger. Yep, it suddenly turns on a dime. And it looks like it'll easily dodge. Heavy group. Target this. You target the Anaconda, because the Anaconda just, yeah, launched a torpedo. HE this thing, because this has absolutely no armor. Arguably, I should have been firing HE altogether, because these guys, like I said, don't have any kind of real protection. So HE would have just blown them to bits. Whereas somehow AP still ricochets off of them. Off the main belt. That must be it. Okay, select your own ammunition. Oh, crap. Chesma is now part of the division. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Torpedo did not go through, but you just launched again. There's another one. Well, I think Chesma's pretty much stopped. So she should be fine. Some light damage there. Yeah, she's fine. A bit bruised. Hopefully the flooding can be contained. Oh boy. Oh boy. You guys, auto-select your ammunition. Just ricocheting with most of these small calibers, probably the 3-inchers. Put all the ships secondaries to high explosive, because at least we'll do something. We do get their fleet kind of surrounded. More by mistake than anything else. Ah, this torpedo boat. Can you just flood, dude? Many bulkheads. Alright. Damage done, 23k. Damage taken, 4. Let's get the America group to come back in. I want to see what happens if I charge. So I'm going to detach one destroyer. You're going to run at maximum speed at the enemy. Not that maximum speed is very far or very fast in this weather. It's like 23 knots. But we're chasing something that does 15 in a good day. And more like 10 effectively. Okay. Yeah, Listenau is going to get sunk as well. Wow! Could you stop doing that? You, disengage from this fight. I don't care your rudder's an issue. Get it fixed. What's the heavy group dealing with? Many things. Pretty much at the same time. Let's close in a bit. Refocus on the Zvonky. It does look like these guys are not eager to see my destroyer up close. Torpedo in the water. Isislav's taking evasive measures. Zvonky's torpedo range is very low. It's a kilometer. Good damage on this torpedo boat. The Anaconda T3. Bregenz is pointing its guns in the wrong direction. Chesma, take this thing out. That torpedo boat should be dead. There's another good dodge on another torpedo boat. These cruisers just don't care about my DDs. They're targeting the battleship. They're targeting Chesma. Which I would argue is not the biggest threat right about now. It might be the DD that's, oh, I don't know, half a click away. Wonky. I do expect results. Unfortunately, I only have one launcher per side. So I might be able to torp him. I just won't be able to do a whole bunch of damage. Sadly. Damn, I would not want to be on board one of these DDs. 300 kilometer range, 300 meters out. Heavy group is fully healthy. We got the DD group kind of bugging off. We got the other division over here. T3's down. Send it. Dude, that one. Starboard launcher. Something hit me. And the Metzger, I thought you were disengaging. Oh, you got a rudder that's stuck. You find it very difficult to disengage. Okay. There we go. Torpedo away. Next up is the other one. Let's see what this does. Not bad. 1177. And so far, it seems that Zvonky is still completely uncontested. They don't give a shit that there's a destroyer right next to them. I think Bregenz is going to reconsider its life choices, but it's a little late. How's the Mechaslav? Yeah, you're dead. These divisions have mixed and matched so much that we're pretty much one big task force right now. Like, everybody has been blending, and I got destroyers in the middle of their formation right now. which is arguably not how you would want a destroyer to perform, but it's what we have. Let's take out the Salzburg. How can we not pen this? We can. There we go. Alright, Zvonky. Your port launcher should be ready. I'm gonna push this whole division in. Make it more chaotic, not less. Chessman's been dealing a good amount of damage. 17k so far. It's really respectable. Over here, the Salzburg is taking damage, but not really enough. There goes the Mechaslav. Kind of as expected. Izyaslav is coming in. I'm going to tell the Orfei to also disengage, because I think she's really far away from her leader. Yeah, she's about 8 clicks out. We need to join the other one. So you boys are not going to go that way. Heavy cruisers are really dueling it out against Salzburg. And the rest of them. This, however, is the thing I consider the biggest threat. That torpedo boat. I don't like that. Make it disappear. You get in here. You are halfway through reloading. Your turning circle is not spectacular, but we'll have to make it work. Ooh, that was a big chunk of damage. There's the Archangel. Those 9-inchers really went right through the ship. This heavy cruiser should be going down. Boom. Extensive fire. Not exactly what I expected to take this ship down. Let's get the Archangel disengaged. This is not exactly ideal. I think, however, she's dead in the water. She's doing about 5 knots now. Not great. Keep going. You can try and get back in, seeing as you can regain your speed now. Slonky, turn in. Get these guys coming in as well. There's more damage to the speedboat. They have no torps left. Okay, excellent. Izyaslav and friend. Ready the torpedoes. And target the cluster Neubag. Orfei. Izyaslav launched. Orfei's thinking about it. That's a beautiful torpedo launch. Boom. Nice. Anaconda sinks. Orfei just launched her torpedo, but it seems to have been a misfire. Because there's no torpedo in sight. Nevertheless, Cluster Neuberg is now badly damaged. Torpedoes off, guns on, target the Anaconda. Over here, we're looking at a sinking Archangel. So be it. Let's eliminate these guys here in the middle of the div. Torpedoes on. No, torpedoes off. It's too dangerous. Target this. Just don't use torps. Start turning back. Destroyed the funnel. First casualty. Once we start hitting the ship is the funnel. Alright. Zvonky over there still has her torpedo launchers, and she's come under fire, but she's not received a single hit. Excellent. Oh, that is somewhat rude. Yeah, I won't be able to dodge that. Split. Disengage. Orfei, go get your revenge. I'm still surprised at how little damage a torpedo actually does. Because it does feel to me like a torpedo at that range against that particular target should cause crazy amounts of damage. Like, there should not be a torpedo boat left. The torpedo boat's a really small craft. I'm not sure how they survive those things. Oh, it's the Europa! Hello, dude. We also have the Cuban in here somewhere. Yeah, there she is. That was friendly. Slash unfriendly. Leonding and Salzburg over there. Who's leading this party? America is. America's always leading the party. Okay. Let's see about launching a torpedo at this thing. Zvonky is going after the Steyr. Izyaslav is damaged, trying to disengage, but unsuccessfully so. Oh, the Orfei also took a bunch of damage. Did you take a torp hit, or what? No, you took a 4-inch hit. You got 3 cruisers on you. Potentially more. Makes sense. Smoke up the DDs. I'm sorry about the chaotic nature of this battle, but the accuracy and, to some extent, the difficulty in actually penning these ships does make it a bit chaotic. It's not clear weather and beautiful lines of battle. It's this mess. Ah, Chesma's back. Hello. Can you eliminate the Krems, please? Make it quick. Oh, here's the other... See? I do start forgetting divisions. You got this many of them. Target the Krems and eliminate it. Yeah, I see this becoming a problem. My torpedo launchers, actually, are at a bad angle, because this is one of the older destroyer types. What the hell? I wouldn't be surprised at all if the torpedoes won't arm. Prepare to board. There's a destroyer in there somewhere. Wonk. Ramming damage is going to hurt me a lot more than it will you. Yeah, it's already flooding. Oh, it's one of those insta-flood DDs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see you particularly surviving this fight. Look at that. A little bit of ramming damage. Instant death. There she goes. Awful design. Oh, hey. It's Orfei. Unfortunately, your launcher is ready on the wrong side of the ship. Oh, Svonky. You're living a very adventurous life. Well, there's Izyaslav. That's the one that's disengaging. Krems is finally gone. Let's finish off the Bregens. Yeah, she's suffering more flooding. Excellent. Over here we got a couple more. Let the battle rage for a bit. My accuracy. 5%. That's actually not bad, considering the weather we're in. Secondaries on that. Zvonky, see if you can come around. Throw some torps at a target. Also got the Gromiyashi over here. Oh, don't do the same thing, dude. That'd be bad admiralship. Cuban has done absolutely nothing. That's unfortunate. Reagan should be going down. Yeah, we'll win this, but it will take a while. After a very long and arduous battle, I was able to sink almost all of the Austro-Hungarian cruisers. One survived. I could have chased it down. I decided not to. I wanted one survivor to tell the tales of the Russian Navy. Because keep in mind, they came in with 14 heavy cruisers and 5 torpedo boats, so 19 ships total. I had 1 battle cruiser, 7 heavy cruisers, and basically a fleet of DDs. Well, I dare say I don't have a fleet of DDs anymore. Most of these are the older design. Some are the Zvonkis, But there were also some Finns in there, which basically sunk the moment that they collided with, well, anything. Either way, I gained 38,000 victory points from that, and the Austro-Hungarians got 12,500. So I dare say it's a great outcome for Russia. Is it going to be enough to tip the war? I don't know. I also don't know if I want the war to end yet. And the reason for that is, right now, there's not really a rush, because, well, they've already taken the province that I was hoping to hold. It is possible that they're gonna push again. Like, they're trying to push here. So far, seemingly unsuccessful. But if you look at the numbers, I have already taken a bunch of hits here. There has been some progress from Bohemia and Moravia, but if Galicia also starts throwing its weight around, then we have a problem. Because now I'm starting to face two armies here. So, as much as I would like to keep it going, I think it is within my best interests to end this war. So I would like to push the government to end hostilities. Whether they will listen to me, I don't know. Also, there are more Austro-Hungarian ships here. There's a small task force, like 2 CLs, 2 DDs, and 1 torpedo boat. But their bigger performing act is coming up a little later, as there is yet another task force coming in. Where did they park it this time around? Oh, it's already here. 3 battleships, 4 heavies, 5 lights, 2 destroyers, and 24 torpedo boats. Considering that the Austrian-Hungarian Navy's 28 torpedo boats, they did lose a bunch. And they can also lose a whole lot more if I'm able to take them down. Now, my Navy's really not that big. I scrapped all the torpedo boats. Numbers-wise, we're pretty even. But if you look at the total tonnage, all of a sudden, my ships are just twice their displacement. So I have a tendency to go for bigger ships. And you can see that the lights and the torpedo boats and the DDs, they just don't add too much. So ideally, I'll be able to punish this fleet. But the problem is, my ships right here are going to need some repairs. And I don't really dare go into a fight unless these things have been properly repaired. So I'll take the task force back into Vladivostok and make sure that they get fixed first before ever trying to go up against these battleships. As for finances, we're still not great. We're still minus 20 million. I believe I am producing some more warships for the... No, actually I'm done building for the Canadians. Yeah, I'm not building for the Canadians anymore. Well, that's refreshing. Okay. I'm still behind with tech. I'd love to improve that. I've improved it to 33%, so we're getting somewhere. And transport capacity is very nicely on track. It's something that I can now decide to not push as much money towards. Like, I can keep growing it a bit, or spend a bit more on tech. But I first need to win this war, and I don't think I'll be able to completely save all the transports for now. So, more money will be spent, more transports ideally will be built quickly, and perhaps we'll go to peace with Austria-Hungary. But you'll have to join me next time to see exactly how that has ended up. Hope you enjoyed the battle. It was sloppy, it was messy, it was short-ranged, it was deadly at some points, and I got a lot of result out of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you guys down in the comment section, and otherwise in the next video.